Yo, everyday superpower where you learn about body language, game, psychology, biology, everything in between. 2 links down in the description of this video. Let me get myself ready, people. 2 links in the description. One of them will take you through to the catalogue of body language. It's my playlist of my YouTube videos, which will show you how to read people. Fucking hell. It'll show you how to read people through their own subconscious behaviour. I've been drinking a little bit of Coca-Cola Zero Sugar Cherry, people. Don't get too excited about my gassiness. It is what it is. The second link is going to take you to the Patreon, where you'll learn how to read attraction and repulsion cues purely through observing the behaviours that I explain and show you in real life dating terms, okay? That's the real game. Click that. Now, blah, 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 blah. What other people say about you is more important than what you say about yourself. How you are perceived and the words of others in relation to you is more important as far as your reputation and market value across the board beyond attraction. It's more important than what you say about yourself, okay? Show, don't tell, okay? The insecure man is loud. What do they say? They say that insecurity is loud, whereas confidence needs no explanation. That's not the quote, but it makes the same sense, right? You do not need to verbalize. You do not need to exclamate. You do not need to exclaim that you are this, that, or the third if you genuinely are, and that is expressed through your behavior and your communication. And as we know, confidence comes from competence, so it goes hand in hand. Yes, if you are good at something, you don't necessarily need to go out of your way to explain and prove it. There's definitely no proving to be done, because the person, given that they are a legal adult, has gone through so much development and experience that their survival mechanism has read so many people in their day-to-day onwards, year-to-year life, that they know and can perceive on a subconscious basis, at least to some degree, who's bullshitting them and who isn't. Yes? So when you are competent, you come forth like a shining shooting star in comparison to the hordes of men who have to put up this front, who have to be overt, who have to beat their chest, who have to be so, who have to overcompensate for each and every of their shortcomings. It just screams of a separation from who you are. So, establish a reputation through mystery. If you say less than necessary, if you're an enigma of a character, I mean, you can make it up, you can portray a character, but I wouldn't say lie about it. I would say play up to your unique characteristics, given that societally speaking, they are applicable and attractive. And you should have a look into Robert Greene's Art of Seduction if you want to read and understand various perspectives of seductive characteristic. I'm mysterious. I play up to it. Why am I mysterious? Because I'm a bit of a lone wolf, and for my own security and survival, it's a necessity for me to look after me first and foremost, so I don't give too much information away. Number 2, I know the power of saying, it does not harm you to say less than you should do, because it stimulates the imagination of those before you. You appear larger than life. If anything, you can actually establish some degree of fear with the man, which garners respect, and you can, on the flip side, stimulate a degree of danger, which sexually charges your character for the woman. I'm a creative. I love to create. I'm a borderline spiritual. So you see how you can play on these themes to create a magnetic pull. First thing you think when you think of the spiritualistic man is that not many men fall within that category. So by default, I am separating myself from them. When you think of the creative man, by default, creativity is a feminine principle. So there is androgyny that comes with that. And with androgyny comes a mirror-like impression to the woman where she can see everything she's ever loved. Her ego sees herself in you. When we talk about mirroring behavior, androgyny and feminine touch into oneself isn't necessarily detrimental. They will tell you, you have to be macho, masculine. You always have to be in your masculine, blah, blah, blah. I completely disagree. The pretty boy is not masculine. First and foremost, I'm not a pretty boy, but the pretty boy is attractive and he is not masculine. Casanova is not a masculine man. He wears jewellery. He is flamboyant. He falls deep in love and is involved with his emotion. So you have to look in yourself. When I said mysterious, it's not my fault that I'm introverted and don't necessarily speak too much in heavily crowded places and situations. I feel discomfort in doing so. In attracting too much attention to myself, I feel discomfort. But others look at me and say he's mysterious. There's a twist and an edge you can place on all of these different things. Establish a reputation, a title, and a character that not only defines you in an honest means, but is spoken of potentially in a controversial, divisive manner with the people around you. That's how you attract women. What good is it for you to go and tell someone you're mysterious? No one would explain that. What good is it for you to say, oh yeah, I make a lot of money. It looks insecure, you're overcompensating. Your mannerisms, your behaviours, your characteristics, your drive, your ambition speaks for itself. Of course, you should do. And if you don't, you're heading that way. That's a beautifully attractive, seductive, magnetic thing. If anything, me not speaking about that, me having the characteristics of somebody who should do, is more attractive than me even having it or showcasing the fact I have it. Show, don't tell. I don't need to explain a thing. I'm comfortable in myself. I'm confident in myself. Just be confident, bro. Well, if you don't know yourself, it's hard to be confident. You know yourself so much that others know who you are, because they tell you who you are, and you see yourself mirrored in the world and the people around you. They tell you and show you who you are if you were unaware initially, and then you understand them and you believe their honesty. Because sometimes it hurts. Sometimes they'll tell you things about yourself that you find uncomfortable. But you have to understand that's how you're perceived, and how you are perceived is the reality of those who perceive you. That's some game. If you enjoyed that, click like and subscribe. I'll see you on the flip side. Peace.